It was a milestone our country never wanted to reach. Nearly 100,000 people have lost their lives now due to the coronavirus outbreak.
And more than 500 of those deaths were people right here in Wisconsin. Our Derica Williams spoke with a family dealing with the loss and shares their message.
And it's just sad. I want somebody out there to understand, if it's not you today, it could be your family member tomorrow.
Words of caution come after a time she was left speechless.
We were in shock.
When COVID-19 hit our area, Pamela Redmond's brother, Billy Ross, was one of those early on in the pandemic who lost his battle with the virus.
We're trying to make it. It's a day-by-day process.
Since his death in April, the family has lost 3 loved ones to the coronavirus, and another is clinging to life.
And I wish people would see that. It's very serious.
So serious that this week began with the New York Times recognizing what they call an incalculable loss, with Ross named among the dead.
He had the biggest smile, the biggest laugh that would totally consume a room.
Known for being community-oriented and a beacon of hope for countless people as he worked at the Milwaukee Rescue Mission.
He's definitely leaving a legacy behind. He really is.
Not able to see him while he was hospitalized,
You couldn't say goodbye.
Redmond shares her loss and a love for her brother who died at 53 years old, as well as another emotion as more positive cases are reported every day.
We are probably in the anger stage. And that's because you walk around, you see so many people that's nonchalant, that's not wearing masks. And, it seems as though they believe it can affect them. But what they don't realize is they could be so asymptomatic, and then they could affect someone else. And so it's difficult.
Begging people to follow the CDC guidelines. In Milwaukee, Derica Williams, Fox 6 News.
Not only was Ross known for his work at the rescue mission, he was also part of the UWM basketball team and was part of the Washington High School team that won the championship back in 1985.